Good morning, gardening friends. Today is Sunday, September 22nd, and it is a beautiful day. I've been out in the yard this last week and worked quite exclusively in the front yard, hoping to get to the backyard this week. You can see my Mexican petunias are in full bloom. There's a bee working one of them over right now. I did a little bit of work here. The major thing I did was clean up the wandering dude in that bed and this bed. And believe it or not, I had a huge black trash bag full of wandering dude. I also have been spending time cleaning up the nandinas because they got a little ahead of me this year. I got another trash bag of just trash from the undergrowth. This has yet to be done. You can see how the nandinas spread, so one more section to do yet. The azaleas, autumn carnation, are coming back after the drought they experienced. And the camellias have got buds. So I'll be trimming up the tips of these bushes, and the camellia bed will be ready for its flowering debut. Everything is looking very lush and green. You can see some of the figs haven't ripened yet. I don't know if you can make them out or not up there. But they haven't turned black. These are black Italian figs, so they turn black when they're ripe. My sable minor has got fruit. It's looking nice. They're starting to fall off, so they must be ripe. Everything in here looks lush, including the cassia. Let me get a picture here with the sun not in the way. But the cassia is looking good. The bananas have done well. That clump is looking gorgeous. The only thing that does any damage to them now is the wind. Looks like I need to fertilize this batch because some of the top leaves are turning a little yellow. I did clean up my parking pads. It's a pain in the butt cleaning that because literally I have to sit and pick by hand. I've sprayed, these parking pads have the plastic screen underneath there, mesh, weed preventing cloth. Don't believe it. Of course, it's been 30 years and I've been spraying with weed killer every year. Well, the weeds now that come up are resistant to the weed killer spray, so you physically have to sit and pull by hand. I didn't do too much to the potager yet other than clean up the front of it in readiness for some fall planting. But everything here is looking good. The major work that I did this week was this area between Sarah's house and mine. They're just about done with construction. They're doing her floors inside the house. And so that gave me a chance to concentrate out front here and just sort of clean up the nandinas. I trimmed up this white dove's azalea, actually sasanqua. You can see it's the first one to bloom, so it's just full of bud. And my devil's trumpet, datura, is still doing well. I cut one branch off. It's a nice double flower. It kind of was a mistake. It was coming out here, but it was way up into the nandina. I probably should have taken a stick and just sort of tried putting it onto the stick, or tying it to the stick, but instead I trimmed it, and it was a little bit too much, but you can't put it back. Again, I cleaned up Nandina in here. Satsumas are not turning orange yet, but they will be. Yeah, everything looks very green, and this side is pretty much done. Let's get a view from the gate looking outward. The mandevilla really shows up on that table. Now the backyard hasn't been trimmed. You can see it's still a little overgrown, but that will happen this week. The big news back here is spider lilies. My spider lilies have come up. This is the time of the year that they come out. Another one over here. And piece de resistance is the ring of spider lilies around this central bed. I had a couple more, but the kittens broke them. So I'm thankful for the ones I've got. They don't have a fragrance, but they send up leaves in the spring, and then you don't really see anything until the fall, and then usually August, September, they send up a single blossom. This is a particularly nice clump over here, but they're very fragile, so it doesn't take much to snap one off. That satsuma is absolutely full of satsuma fruit. Haven't turned yellow yet. This bougainvillea is doing well. There's Dee Dee. I did straighten up this particular topiary, pulled it out of the pot and straightened it up. They get crooked from time to time. I don't know why. So I pull them up and repot them. Those bananas are doing well. Still have some toad lilies in bloom. They are a unique plant. I wish the flowers were bigger. Here you can see how that wandering dude overpowers the monkey grass. But the monkey grass will take it. Fountains are going. I finally am done with fruits on the pindo palm. You can see my Spanish moss appears to be growing there. Every now and then I have to pick some pieces up that fall off. You can see some in the ferns. Lady palm looks good. It's recovered from the winter. Back in here, all is well. I do like to sit in this spot and look out. It is very relaxing when the mosquitoes aren't here. Oops. Get my finger out of the screen. But you can see it's a nice view. I do need to clean some of this. Well, I got to clean everything up back here. Like I said, I haven't done anything back here yet. Palm trees looking good. I did water well back here. We haven't had any rain for a while. Of course, we may get a hurricane from the Gulf. We'll have to wait and see yet, see what develops. I will be trimming some of those so I can walk back there. I do need to stake up this angel's trumpet. It's supposed to be pink, but it appears to be yellow, so we shall see. But it has drooped way in the front. It just needs a stake back there. It's overpowering my pecan tree. And here you can see definitely I need to clean up because the star jasmine is taking over. Dee Dee is the cat that has the two kittens. One just like her and another one that's all black. This kind of looks nice and lush. For some reason, one cypress is not looking good, so I may have to replace that. The white angel's trumpet's looking nice, and of course everything's coming over the fence. But it'll get there. The garden still looks good in the meantime. Kumquats are starting to turn orange. They will be orange by Thanksgiving, where I can start using them. Still have one knockout rose. We did trim up the top of this camellia, my archway. Gave it a flat top this week. Potted things are looking good. Cardboard palm really looks pretty healthy. One of the kittens likes to sit in the cardboard palm pot. My rose-scented geranium I staked up. Had to get it off the ground because the kittens were getting into it. And my papyrus has recovered once when I started watering again. Turns out the potted things, I probably only lost about a half a dozen pots to not watering during the heat of the summer. Here you can see the pitcher plant is coming back. Here's one of the kittens back there now. I did notice some of the Loropetalum is starting to bloom again. But there you have it for today. Everything is looking lush and green. And let me sit here. And I look forward to getting in this backyard and cleaning it up. I'll do it little by little, but you can see the top of the hedge has been done. I think we beat the mosquitoes today. So, I hope you all have a good week and you get a chance to get out in your garden and enjoy. Take care.